Hey guys, welcome to the collection showcase for July 2022. I was going to hold off on doing this until a few of those 6 scale figures like the artillery trooper and the transport trooper and whatnot had arrived, but I figured we'll just go ahead and do it. And if those other figures show up, I'll just do reviews and whatnot and put them up. If you've seen, there is the new community page, so like that one. You can obviously send us messages through that community page now. We can answer questions and whatnot, or you can just comment on anything that you see. Otherwise, keep using the group, or just check out the YouTube channel. So yeah, thanks guys. Alright, so starting off, we do have the Rebellion. Now, all of these are in Module Case DF120s. I do have one deal off currently set up, and I have a few more in Brisbane still. If you've followed the page for some time, you would know that I obviously moved around quite a fair bit, and all of those glass D12s are still in Brisbane. But I got the modular cases when the shed was constructed, and that. So on the top, we do have some FX lightsabers. And then we have the 6-scale collection. So we have a mixture of Sideshow and Hot Toys, mostly Sideshow Rebels, and then the Hot Toys Rogue One, Sideshow Captain Rex, Hot Toys A New Hope with the Ray. We do have the Sideshow C2 there, which is one of the characters cut out of Rogue One. That's the reason why he's there. He was originally a concept counterpart for K2. We do have the light up light in there. We had the little light, sorry, yeah, in there, but I haven't turned that on. And then we have the Hot Toys Leia, Yoda, Luke, etc. It is a Tamashii Nations 3PO, the diecast, with the diecast Deluxe R2D2 and the Sideshow R5D4, and then the Solo and Chewbacca. So, Jabba's Palace, we of course have the Sideshow Jabba, and then we have the Sideshow environments. Now, this is what I really do like about the modular cases. And you'll see this a bit more, you'll see this more evidently when we move on to the Imperial stuff, but the DF120s really are supposed to be for 1:4 stuff, and those real big premium format statues and whatnot, but they work so well with huge environmental pieces like this. Like, you can see just how much we're able to fit in to a modular case. It's crazy. So we have the Sideshow Gamorreans, Hot Toys Boba, then the old Sideshow environments, the new Jabba. Very excited for the new Hot Toys Cad Bane. Definitely going to pre-order that one. The Jawas, so they've got a mixture of Hasbro, the Sideshow, and then the Hot Toys one. Rogue One, Solo Darth Maul, and the Hasbro Gamorrean in the back there. Sideshow Bounty Hunters, I've got all of those. Then Cantina, so a little bit of a mixture here. I've got the old Sideshow White and Billy the Kid just chilling with the Cantina seats. Mixture of Sideshow and Hot Toys Tusken Raiders there. The Cantina band, and then the Hot Toys John Wick and Alita, Sideshow Lobo, and then the collector's edition of the Billy, but they did with Wolfenstein, so he's not Sideshow or anything, but he's there just because he's 6-scale. Then Metacom Spike Spiegel there. We've got the Mandalorians chilling. So you can see that I have utilized risers. Now, modular case do make their own risers, which probably work wonderfully. I've just used my own because these ones are higher. So I've just purchased them from elsewhere. Kmart and Daiso are pretty good for finding risers at. But you can see just how high off the base those risers are, which is why if you are just displaying the figures, you would probably better off going with the 6 series modular case. But I've got the 120 simply for the fact that you can just fit so much in there, and then those those risers just add to it. And yeah, if you got the 6 series, you wouldn't need the risers because the shelf space would be a lot smaller. But because a lot of figures have flight stands and whatnot these days, I've just gone for the bigger cases. It was just my personal choice. And yeah, so you can see it again more evidently with the Empire, for the fact that there are several figures not released in Australia yet, like Gideon, Stormtrooper Commander, the list goes on. So yeah, I will be adding the Dark Troopers to this display as well. You can see that I've got a mixture of original trilogy and sequel trilogy characters here. And then the 2 clone troopers with that really cool Coruscant Guard red. So yeah, you can see that I've got the riser going up and then the additional riser on top. As I said, being a DF-120, it's just the fact that these cases are so big. And if you use the another 6 series or something, you wouldn't have that. But I really like it, having the tiered display. So yeah, I'm really happy for that. So we have our Stormtroopers and other Imperials. This is the Empire Strikes Back Vader. I do have the New Hope one. I didn't get the Rogue One Vader. Probably should have, but that's alright. And of course we have the Return of the Jedi Palpatine. He has the accessories from the Sideshow version though. The Sidious artifact and the Sidious lightsaber. More Stormtroopers. So again, we have a mixture of original trilogy and sequel trilogy, Hot Toys, Sideshow, and then a couple of Marmot guys in there with the Sideshow droids. I haven't put risers into this. I will when I get a spare chance. So what originally happened is I had a whole heap of risers in the cabinets, and then when I bought the new shelves that I was just talking about, those ones that the Praetorians and the Royal Guards are standing on, I took all the old risers out and replaced them with those shelves because they are just so big. Here we have the clones and the Jedi. So there's a Hasbro officer there, and then like a Kit Bash Jedi that I made, and then we have a mixture of Sideshow clones there, and then the Hot Toys and Sideshow clones with the Hot Toys and Sideshow Jedi. Another one of those lights. That's the dark side Anakin. When I eventually get the Clone Wars Anakin, I'm thinking of maybe, you can't see it, but the way it's set up, there's actually a little gap in there behind Ahsoka. There's a gap in there in between Ahsoka and Qui-Gon. What I was thinking of doing was sliding Rex over just a tad and then putting the Clone Wars Anakin. So having that split between the Anakin of the Republic and then the dark side Anakin, because I have the light side Anakin over there that you probably noticed earlier with the Skywalkers. So again, I am going to put some rising on for the steps. I'm going to actually give one of these guys the blue Clone Wars step and just have the 3 Federation steps behind Grievous there. This is the 1.0. I have seen a lot of people complaining about how fragile the General Grievous is. I reckon it's a mixed bag. This one has no issues. He's never fallen over. The arms are super stiff, and I've always had him in this pose. But I've heard that other people aren't so fortunate. I cannot wait to get the Hot Toys Django. The Sideshow one had the knee pads where the knee pads keep popping off and stuff. And when you pop them back on, as a result, the sides did break away. So we'll be very grateful to get the new Django. So we did got Sideshow Ventress there, the Hot Toys Dooku, a mixture of Sideshow and Hot Toys Snowtroopers with, of course, the Probe Droid and the Commander Bakara. I did take the communicators out of from the Jedi because I realized that every time you get one, the peg is the same. regardless of which communicator it is. So every time you get a Darth Sidious, you can just give it to a clone, which is really cool. So I am going to have a couple of different clones with the communicator. Rex is talking to Kenobi there. Originally I didn't have Rex standing next to Kenobi, so it did actually make sense for him to have a Kenobi there, but then I moved him over. Yeah. Then we have the rest of the troopers. So again, you can see Commander Gree with another Sidious communicator. And I think I did originally have one on the bike there, but I think I gave it to Gree because it kept falling off. Very excited to get the new Endor speeder bike as well. Yes, they are a direct repaint other than the belt and the knee pads, but who the hell cares? They're scout troopers. It's going to be awesome. I'm just hoping that the third bike in here doesn't screw up room, because this is where a lot of those awkward troopers come, like the transport trooper, like the artillery trooper. They're all going in here because it's a mixture of clones and shore troopers and Rogue One, and it just works because they're from that era where things were transitioning. So yeah, I do really like that. We have the Marvel stuff as well. We'll come back to that. I'm just trying to work out which one of my leads isn't plugged in, because that light should be on. So we do have the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 with the Blitzway Ghostbusters. So yeah, I've got a mixture of stuff: Asmus, Sideshow, Hot Toys, Metacom. You can see some of the Metacom anime figures there. We've got the 3 Zero, Scully and Mortar with the Sideshow Doggett there. These guys here are just ones that I put out just because I had this spare case, and they were just short enough to fit in, because with the display stands and stuff, yeah, with the display stands and that, it's they're too tall. See Blade, and I was also doing a test in terms of dust and that, but these have been out here for quite a while, and absolutely nothing is wrong, because that Archer had already flaked previously to going out here, and since then nothing has really gone wrong. So this is the Hasbro stuff. I do actually over here have this tub is full of all the Star Wars Hot Wheels starships, and then there's some Transformers masterpieces there, and then some other Hot Wheels and stuff. And then they got the Black Series helmets. I did have a ridiculously large collection of Black Series, but since I do have the newborn and I was praying for that, I did decide to axe the Black Series from the collection, which it was fine. I'm much happier with the 6 scale stuff anyway. So you can see that there is a mixture of vintage collection, then the older stuff as well. Just goes back. They're like all the play sets and stuff. Have a signed DeLorean there. Yeah, most of this is all modern. The only Black Series figure I'm going to keep is the George Lucas. And then we have all the modern stuff, and then some 90s stuff. And then we have what I collected, whatever I could get, rather, before I started getting the Hot Toys and stuff. So I've been collecting since, well, I've been collecting for forever, basically. But I started getting into 6 scale in 2006, where I saw a sideshow display at Supernova one year, and I decided to check it out and went through all that there. I do not know why that's not turning on. But yeah, since then, it's really just been on the uphill. So all my boxes, I do have a mezzanine level to the shed. So all my boxes are up there. And then you can see some more Hasbro stuff in that that I haven't gone through. So as I said, here in this corner here, there is going to be a whole heap of D12 set up eventually. That fan's going to move. And then an aircon will more than likely come in here for summer. I've had absolutely no problems throughout the winter. It actually has been getting quite chilled in here through the winter. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. But these are the figures that are still in the boxes. So we have the all the Asmus, Lord of the Rings stuff, Pirates of the Caribbean, some DC stuff. Yeah, so there's a large anime figures and stuff. So yeah, there is a large amount there, and there's a Sideshow Buffy collection and a lot of Sideshow figures also in the boxes there with the 3-0 Game of Thrones stuff and some Star Race Harry Potter in there as well. What I am eventually probably going to do is this here, to try and take pressure off that back corner. I will probably look at getting one last stack of DF120s for here. And then that'll probably be a mixture of DC and Lord of the Rings or something. And then, because there is some DC in here, just the stuff that I really wanted out. So yeah, the stuff that I really wanted out, because this is the Marvel, as I said, we've got all the Avengers in there. Got Spider-Man, and then we've got all the DC stuff, and then we've got the Hulkbuster with the workshop and stuff. Hopefully when I do the next video, I'll figure out why that's not turning on. It was actually lit up when I tested everything earlier, so the fact that it's gone out, it's just a little odd. Then we've got some Doctor Who stuff in here, and the Damn Toys Corleone, the Blitzway Tyler Durden, and then the RoboCop. Got Finn, the Batmobiles. So yeah, I am going to get another one of these as well to display the vehicles, because I don't like the Ecto one sitting there. Got the couple of Predators. This is just stuff that I was doing videos on, and I just haven't packed it away. Because I am going to do a Bond shelf, obviously. Then, yeah, get the Lord of the Rings stuff out and that. So yeah, I do have a fair few Hot Wheels and that as well, as I previously mentioned. But yeah, so I've been collecting since 2006. And I'm going to see where it goes this year with all the new Star Wars and Marvel and stuff coming out. Probably get a bit less Marvel than I've been getting. To really focus on, because I really don't want to miss any of the Star Wars stuff. The Cad Bane is insanely good. All those clone troopers. The fact that there's more bikes. And yeah, because I might even make the decision to just stop the vintage collection as well. But we'll see how it goes. So yeah, thanks for checking this out, guys. As I said, there's the community page, there's the Facebook group, there's the YouTube channel. Yeah, just keep your eyes out for updates, and we have a lot of really, really good moderators. So we've got James, Dale, Daniel, Jefferson. We'll find you a fig if you need one. There's a couple more vendors and whatnot. So yeah, it's a really good group, guys. Thanks for watching.